Hey, Back to Better Healthers, and welcome to another Meat-Free Friday episode. We are going to do chili today, and the goal is to not only make it meat-free, but gluten-free and soy-free. Alright? So, my usual recipe calls for a cup of beer, which has gluten. I'm replacing that today with some red wine. This one is a Merlot. My typical recipe also has 2 to 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. I'm hoping that the sweetness from my wine will add to that without needing the sugar. On the stove, I already have cooking 1 minced up onion, 3 cloves of garlic, a cup of minced up carrots, and a big pile of red and green bell peppers. So those are cooking in a little bit of this wine, and then I'm adding more and more water to saute it because I'm attempting to do this oil-free. If you have no oil restrictions, you could put a teaspoon up to a tablespoon of either olive, or for me I would probably choose coconut, but again, whatever your own research has shown is a good oil for you, then go ahead and use that. But we're trying to minimize the fat, so I didn't do that. Now, to make up for, in here I also have a cup of minced up portobello mushrooms. I'm using that to give me that meaty texture, alright? And in addition to the mushrooms, I've also pre-cooked some, and I don't know if I'm saying this right, quinoa, which is an ancient grain. Now, usually the first thing somebody says when you take out the meat is, how are you going to get your protein? Well, first of all, the funny thing in that is vegetables have protein. So as long as you're eating them regularly, you're eating a variety, different kinds, different colors, you're getting protein. But we have beans in here too, so that's going to give us protein. But quinoa is also a grain that happens to be high in protein. So we're going to add this. I do my quinoa, you can try 2 different ways. You can add it to the pot while everything's cooking, or what I think is a little bit better is just scoop a little bit in your individual bowl and then pour the chili mixture over the top. Because when I added it to the whole mixture once, it kind of sucked up all the juice and it wasn't as chili-like, okay? So what I have, to just recap, in the pot, onion, garlic, an entire green and red bell pepper, and a cup of chopped up portobello mushrooms. I also have a cup of chopped green spinach. This is frozen. A cup of organic corn kernels. 2 cans of organic beans. I use the dark red kidney beans, but again, you can do any bean of your choice. We've done pinto, black, white northern beans before. Right there. So mix and match, or use a bean that's more to your liking. In addition, for chili, obviously, most people will usually put in a couple cans of tomatoes, or they'll mix that with a can of Rotel, which has the green chili in, to give it a little kick. Some of you know, some of you may not. I have a weird food fetish where I struggle eating chunks of tomatoes, so for me, I have this 15-ounce can or 16-ounce can of organic tomato sauce. And this one happens to be from Trader Joe's, and then I add 3 to 6 tablespoons of tomato paste to balance that out. Alright? In terms of spices, I have already pre-mixed in here 3 tablespoons of chili powder and a teaspoon each of sea salt, ground black pepper, and cumin. You can mix and match however you like. If you can't have salt, feel free to omit it. If the amount of chili powder is too much, go a little bit less. Now, my husband has this super hot chili powder that he likes to use sometime. I don't, because I don't enjoy taking a bite of food and immediately breaking out into a cold sweat, but that's just me. Alright, so I have this cooking. It's probably roughly been on there 5 minutes or so. So my next stage is, once those core vegetables, the onion, garlic, peppers, mushrooms have had a chance to just soften up a little bit, I add my liquid. So I'm going to add my tomato sauce, my wine, my tomato paste, and my spices. I'm going to bring that to a boil, and then we'll lower it down to simmer, at which point I will probably add my frozen corn kernels in while that simmers 20 to 30 minutes. Then I will add in my chopped spinach and my beans for the last 5 to 10 minutes until they get warm. All right, and that's it. It's really that simple. Again, you can mix match any different veggies that you like or that you prefer, and if you have any great combinations or you put together something that was really awesome, again, share it with us below. We'd love some little twists and tweaks so that on the different occasions we make chili, it's always got a little bit of pizzazz and just a little bit of a different flavor to it. And certainly you can top this with whatever you like. I'm going to attempt to make a vegan sour cream and a vegan cheese sauce to put on top. So that is it. And if you have any questions, drop us a note in the comment section below and we will do our best to get it answered. Otherwise, we look forward to hearing all the great things you added or you tried or how you did it a little bit different. But great balanced meal. We've got lots of different colors of the rainbow. We're getting those vitamins, nutrients, phytochemicals, and the more and more we can make at least half of our plate vegetables, we can start reversing all of the bad stuff in the standard American diet that so many of us Americans have started to succumb to. So let's get back to better health, minimize disease, prevent disease, get rid of disease, and give this a try. Until next time, bye-bye.